Same way Liverpool struggled initially against Villarreal with the Spanish crowd. Same way, I'm sure a part of it was probably played at the Etihad. But the difference, unlike City, Liverpool and Madrid found a way to go through. And boy, who wins that? I don't know, because again, yes, as I've been saying all week, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be confident about both of these teams, playing both of these teams. But I'd also be a bit nervous because, as you've seen, you can, not so much today, but you can be better than Real Madrid for 80 minutes, probably even 90, and they'll still find a way to turn things around. It's been a fantastic game of football. The only thing that's been made better is sharing it with you guys. 4 goals today. Real Madrid have won 6-5 on aggregate. 11 goals in a semi-final of a Champions League tie to go with however many last night at, against Thingy with Villarreal, Liverpool, and however much across those 2 legs. The standard of defending has been terrible, but it's been great for the neutrals, and you can see the celebrations by Madrid. They're in a final. For some of the young players, you're going to get your first one, but Benzema, Modric, several players have been round this block. Rio Ferdinand about to do his wank fest, so he's going to, he was probably got it written down, gas up Foden or do some madness. Crazy game, man. Please make sure you're paying people out their points, people. Uncle Carlo doing his thing. I think Carlo was planning to retire anyways. City bottled it, bro. City bottled the first leg. They bottled the second leg. City bottled, broski. City crumbled. What a game of football. What a game of football. Class watch along, big man. Only class because you lot are here. Stop the timer. We're through to the next round, baby. And now I can finally take off my Madrid, show you lot my Madrid shirt. I'm fucking with you lot. You lot are so gullible, boy. You really think I got Madrid shirt? We out here, baby. Might have to get one, though. Might have to still. We're in the final, man. Jurgen Klopp guided us to the final. We're in the final. Carlo Ancelotti has guided us there. Crazy settings. If you're a Chelsea fan, you're probably hoping Don Carlo, Hazard, and Courtois can do a thing for you. Crazy. Madrid, we're out here looking for revenge. Revenge hype. Defending shocking. All right, big up Rants. Hey, shout out Rants. I told you, broski. I told you Madrid are going to do the bookie thing. I can't lie. I can't lie. Diaz crumbled as well. Ruben Diaz crumbled as well. Massive crumbling from Diaz. Elite crumbling. It's been a brazy 2 nights of Champions League football. Don't forget, unfortunately, YouTube, I can't boss you lot, but Twitch gang tomorrow, final against Marseille. Brazy 2 days, man. What can you say? Don't forget 10 a.m. UK time. We go again tomorrow. City bottling, bottleneck stuff. Crazy, man. Pep will still be there. A couple of their players will still be there. And for Pep, if I was a City fan, I'd be looking at him funny. I'd be blaming. I'm not going to lie. If I was a City fan, I'll blame the players. Same way if Klopp went out yesterday and I was a Liverpool fan, I'd blame the players. Same way if I was a Madrid fan, I'd blame the players because City have stared down the barrel of defeat and absolutely crumbled. Let's have it right. Absolutely crumbled today. Absolutely crumbled. Crumbled. For a team that's won leagues and won trophies, that understands game management, man management, the need to get results. That wasn't shown today. So that also shows you how psychological football is. Like you saw with Liverpool, Villarreal in the first half of that game, Liverpool in the second half. Today at various flashpoints, home and away across both those 2 legs. It shows you how emotional football is. The players bottled it. Real Madrid are a bit more seasoned. I would say what helped Liverpool as well, their players have had to come in this thing with adversity. Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, Robertson, man was in Scotland playing for Holland, all them thing there. People were calling Salah a flop. These guys have not been given a silver spoon. When you've got silver spoon settings, you're not going to have you. Of course, City have spirit and things, but it's not organic. They crumbled today. The 2 goals, Rodrigo's header, not tight enough. The first goal, terrible. Substitutes coming on, stinking up the place. Gundogan and Zinchenko were involved in a goal. Then they did nothing other than that. Crazy, man. If Fernandinho was a little bit taller, he would score two goals. I mean, boy, who knows, man? If your mum had a willy, she'd be your dad, wouldn't she? You probably have 2 dads in your yard. We can't deal with all of that. No disrespect. We can't deal with all of that. You know, if Lehman's not a twat and doesn't get him sent off, it doesn't get himself sent off. Maybe, ironically, the final in Paris in 2006, we might win. You know, we can't do the ifs and the buts and the maybes, and we can only deal with the facts and facts. Carlo Ancelotti has and Liverpool and sorry, Madrid don't know what they're doing. But anytime it looks like their numbers out, they show they're still alive and kicking. They've shown it against PSG. They've shown it against City. They showed it against Chelsea. One has to wonder because every round is kind of, you know, I swear they came back from 3-0 against Chelsea, basically turned it around in 15 minutes in today in PSG. On one hand, you wonder when will that luck run out, and maybe the finals are hurdle too strong. But at the same time, you never know. If I was a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't want Madrid. I hear all this revenge chat and all of that, but this is the very reason Pep psychs himself out, really. And once again, you need a striker. Games like that, you need a striker. Every other day of the week, City do not need a striker, but you need a striker, or you need what Liverpool have in that. I know Salah can play there. Diaz can. Mane's been doing it. Bearman can play through the middle, but you wouldn't actually say anyone's a striker per se. But them man are killers. You know, Liverpool might do the pretty football stuff, but Diaz wants to score. Jota's a bit terrible on the ball for as good as he is. Wants to score. Salah wants to score. Mane wants to score. These City man play with their dinner too much. They're on a play thing. And how many times did you see it? Even when there was times where they were going forward, really, you know, they would have possession. They'll sit on the edge of the area. They're not asking questions. For Real Madrid, it's exciting. Kylian Mbappe, this is what you need to go to, really and truly. It's going to be in your home nation, in your home city, in the club, the city of the club that you play for currently. Brazy, you know. Benzema could clearly pick up a Champions League and a World Cup. It could be lit for Madrid. Special young players. Vinicius, once he patterns his finishing, you know. But even Madrid had time to be shit in terms of in front of goal. Let's be real, you know. The narratives are going to change as they have been. You know, Vinicius, scary developer. You know, as I say, you know, Vinicius, I rarely get it wrong. It's not that I thought he was bad. I didn't think he was the truth 18 months ago, as everyone reminds me. I had to, you know, address my sins. Benzema didn't believe in you. You are the truth. Rodrigo, still the jury's out. Big performance coming of age. That's more significant than anything Haaland's done in the Champions League, you know. So that's Rodrigo doing that. That's Mbappe, obviously, against Messi in the Nou Camp. Sorry, I'm just going back to what we said at the start. Shout out to Camavinga. The only thing I'm not gonna lie, is consistency, because we'll gas up this Champions League thing, but it's about doing it week in, week out, and they're still young. But to have Rodrigo, to have Camavinga, to have Vinicius, you know, to talk about Tuchemani and Mbappe, you know, just about any talented young players, scary, man. Whoever takes over at Madrid, you got a rebuild to do. I'm not gonna lie, they need to probably get rid of a few players, bring in some new blood. You know, probably time to not move on from Tony Kroos because he's an amazing footballer, but probably time to step away slightly from that. Definitely need another right back. Probably need a centre half or two. You know, Benzema's alive and kicking at 32 years of age, but probably got to. I know Mbappe's coming. Got to start looking at that. Where Pep Guardiola goes from here, only God knows. Because again, football's a long time. We could see City in a final a year from now, but it just feels like it's not going to happen for you. You know, it's just not going to happen for you at City there, really and truly. And that's why I've always said, even though you can't sit here and say Pep Guardiola's time at City has not been a success, the trajectory of the club has improved a tenfold. Somewhere along the line, the remit was win Champions League. Currently, you haven't done that now. You might not be going anywhere anytime soon, but yeah, Klopp's probably exceeded expectations way more than he could have even imagined. I wouldn't say Pep's done that necessarily. Where they go from here, I don't know. Clearly, they need a striker. I mean, Pep's going to have to look in the mirror. I think you threw an FA Cup final unnecessarily. You know, I think you're fighting for the league, and maybe that's what you lot are going to have to do now. But boy, I don't know. It's just a beautiful thing. And then again, I think the thing that you can see is the fine margins in football, man. If Vinicius scores, if Mendy doesn't clear that off the line, if these penalties aren't given, you know, if City start a bit better and take the chances, if Foden had the shooting boots on, if certain things happen in the first leg, is if spots and maybes. But it is what it is. We can only deal with the facts. And Madrid are through. City are out. Crazy stuff, you know. Game review. Sorry, folks. I don't know why I'm acting like Arsenal's playing and reviewing the game, but nonetheless. And again, the only thing The only thing better than the 4 goals we've seen tonight and the 6, well, was it? I don't even know count. Was it 6? Well, it wouldn't be 6. The 11 goals we've seen across the 2 ties, and obviously the game yesterday. The only thing better is obviously watching it with you guys, people. You lot have been in top form on Twitch, on YouTube. It's crazy. 181 likes. If you haven't hit the like button on YouTube, make sure you do that, man. There's been 4 goals tonight. It's been crazy. New City pack, boy. I mean, is what it is. Tomorrow morning stream is going to be lit and I'm going to miss it. Tans, you're killing me, man. Appreciate you, man. Anyways, appreciate everyone tuned in. Saliba versus Nelson tomorrow, 7:30 live stream. Trust, you got to big him up, man. Come on. Man said raid Sergio Aguero. We lost. I ain't lose, boy. I bet 520 on Man City. Boy, better take some extra shifts then, innit? How does Pep pick up City now for the title race? Life is harsh. Get on, bro. Get on, bro. Like, you can feel sorry for yourself. The world keeps spinning. If something unfortunately happens in your or my personal life, we can take time to grieve and whatnot. But when the bill collector comes, you're not gonna be able to say, sorry, this has happened in my life. That's why I've not paid, or it is what it is. The world still keeps spinning. You can feel sorry for yourselves, or you can make peace with the fact that you lot done stupid shit, as crushing as it is, and get back on it. You've already bottled the Champions League. If you bottle the league, boy, the only thing that should be your motivator is trying to see Liverpool at this point cry that little less now. I mean, your tears of joy, but smile that little less, because obviously Liverpool, it's amazing to just win only one Champions League, one FA Cup, whatever in it. I think people really underestimate just football in general, how many little footballers, obviously elite level is different, but how many people don't win trophies. But again, quadruple sounds amazing. So does the treble, but it's not quite a quadruple. Doing a double sounds amazing. It's not quite the treble or the quadruple. Winning a singular trophy. So that's all you can do, is just at least ensure that Liverpool don't win the league title, innit? That's all you can do. The FA Cup, boy, it is what it is. It's seeming like a team effort, really. If you want Liverpool to mess it up, you're asking, you're begging Carlo Ancelotti and I'm sure Chelsea fans are, to do a number over there, them sides. You're hoping Tuchel can do something against his fellow German in Klopp. Normally in the Champions League, it's the team that looks the most rubbed that pulls off an upset. As an Arsenal fan, I could tell you that, but who knows? And then, yeah, man, the League City need to do what they're doing, but boy, it looks crazy. 100 million for Grealish, and he's a big reason as to why you're going out today, losing the ball at vital periods, but it is what it is. Even though I'm saying Foden crumbled, I'm seeing Foden more than seasoned veterans. Like, there's men that have played countless times for their countries. A lot of City players need to look long and hard in the mirror, Diaz is still young as well in the grand scheme of things as a centre-back. Crumbled. Laporte crumbled. I'd say only Kyle Walker could have no regrets. Really pathetic, bro. The ref was tired, but if I was Pep or if I was my man, I'd be, I'd be vexed. Does this guy read the chat? Clearly, you're in the wrong place, man. I don't just, I do read the chat, but what I don't do is just do the whatever show. If you want a private show, man, I have to call up Babe Station or something. I don't know. This is a football thing, bro. You have to respect Carlo. I mean, he's a Champions League winner. I mean, we've got to not act like he's managing Leipzig at the same point. But yeah, man. I'm off to grab a beer with my mates. Great show again, lad. Love your work. You're a top lad. On its way. Trophies on its way. I appreciate that. I don't know about any of that, but I appreciate that, man. I've been saying I think God is going to give Liverpool the quadruple, man. Do you know what? If I was Klopp, I wouldn't even worry about the game. I'd be straight on the phone to Haaland, man. I'd be straight on the phone to Haaland, Brazy, man. But yeah, on that note, people, it's been a long night. It's been a long day. I'm off to shower, eat, and just cool off now. As I said, I appreciate you lot support, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tomorrow, the first live stream is at 10 a.m., then 11:30. And then we're back again at 7:30. I can't guarantee it's going to be as exciting. In fact, you know what? Real Madrid City is one thing. Liverpool Villarreal is another. But the biggest clash of this week is Feyenoord against Marseille. That's going to be exclusive to Twitch. Make sure you're joining me at 7:30. If not, one love. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button, boost up the engagement level. Twitch gang, appreciative for you lot. Obviously, one thing is being here, but you're here. You're doing up the ads. You're doing everything, man. I appreciate that, really, man. Without you lot, crazy, man. Bro, City made subs hella early. I don't know what they was on, bro. I don't know what it, bro. I'm telling you, Pep had the PTSD. He's too used to the Prem. He's too used to the Prem. He thought it was wrapped up. He didn't know Madrid are bookie. And game management. They say you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. They were most vulnerable when they just conceded. You conceded one, and I'm talking about in the last, not before added on time, the last 16 minutes, the last 10 minutes of that game, plus obviously the 6 minutes. Once you concede that first one with Rodrigo, alarm bells have to go off. They didn't. You blink and you miss it. Bernabeu's not the place to feel sorry for yourself. Wait. All you can do is go again in it. Simple as that. 15 Champions League goals in a single campaign so far for Benzema Skengzima. Come on now, man. The ref's horrible, but I mean, take minus the dead ref. He kind of, it's not that I want to support the ref, but the big calls he never got wrong. I don't understand how he's booked Sterling for that tackle. He's smoking, but it was a pen. You know, I'm sure in the build up to one of City goals, there's a foul they've played on. Boy, Salah got his wish, bro. Bookie. Obviously, on the topic of Salah and Benzema, obviously, if you're Muslim, Eid Mubarak to you lot as well, man. Hope everyone's doing well and safe and enjoying your celebrations, your post-Ramadan celebrations. Hope Ramadan brought you closer to your faith as well. And, you know, again, anyone else just out there, hope you're doing well and safe. But again, you lot need to allow me, man. Carlo Ancelotti, all-time top 5. Management is not all about tactics. He is motivation. I mean, you don't have to. It's management's about just doing what you do well, bro. You know, it's about doing what you do. I know we live in a day and age where you got to have the tracksuits with your initials and that, but it's about what you're doing. I mean, we can't sit here and be naive and act like, you know, I know Carlo isn't renowned for being a great tactician. He's seen as someone that kind of works with what he can do, and he feels like more of a vibes guy. But what we can't do is be naive, you know, like the man clearly, you know, clearly does tactics, but he deserves his respect. And to be honest with you, I don't think anyone doesn't not respect Carlo Ancelotti for what he's done. Champions League winnings. You know, he just won La Liga the other week, probably going to have another cigar. You know, only manager that's won the top 5 leagues. Crazy stuff. If I personally think Carlo Ancelotti will retire if they win this thing, because he's been talking about it on occasion. And what better way to go out than the top? You know, Pep is still an amazing manager and all these things, but you need more than that.